welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United Direction, the channel for United and football fans. Champions League week, game 2, Man United 2, Galatasaray 3. United lose the second game in the group stage. Joining me today, Houston Red Army, I have the Soul Man Joe. Welcome to the show, Joe, on a cold Houston night. And the controversial one, who predicted,
Cold. How was it cold?
It's a bit cold outside actually, who
No.
predicted that
Yeah, you need to
United
take your
will not get
iron,
the
man.
result. That United will
Yeah.
not get the result today, and his prediction was true that United will probably lose against Brentford on Saturday. Guys, welcome to the show. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I thought the excitement and euphoria was high. Then this team are so good, it makes you believe. You could say yes, we are there. Then in a blink of an instant, it could all go down to that. You start saying, what the fuck fucking happened? How did it happen? But the team's gonna look at you like, we don't know. It just happened. Joe, second home defeat in a row. 6th defeat out of 10 games this season. We have 0 points at the moment. Are we in the Europa League?
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Your favorite song is going to be coming on Thursday.
I don't know what it is. It's like we're addicted to that shit, you know? But hopefully the best thing that could possibly happen is for us to obviously drop down to the Europa League and then quickly drop out of the Europa League. I mean, this team just does not. We need to give the man and we actually need to give the team and Ten Hag some time away from some of these tournaments of expectation. I feel like it's just that too many times this season, like this is low, man. Like because we're consistently getting victory just yanked out of us like this whole season. Right. It's happened like 3 times already.
Right.
Where we had victory.
Right.
But
and
because of one thing,
Destruct button, like pull the pin of the grenade and still holding it.
I mean, I just don't get it. Like the mentality of this team is
it's really bad, mate.
No, wait a minute. There's poor, and then like they're not even learning from their lesson. Like, if we are conceding right after we score,
it's a mess. That's
you would think, okay, we don't want like a little pattern to start happening. And bro, that shit happened twice today.
Right. United scored in the 17th minute from Rasmus and conceded 6 minutes later in the 23rd minute to Zaha. United scored in the 67th, 4 minutes later conceded again in the 71st minute.
Bro, like it's even the way we we can see too. It's always on some like Hanna-Barbera Looney Tune shit. Like somebody you slip on a banana peel. Like what the fuck was Dalot on? Like check his boots. How do you just lose as a defender? Just like it looked almost Lindelof-esque in a way, right? Yeah, because we're used to seeing Lindelof being the one that just like strikers are just get at just straight, just Bogart, you know. But man, and then Onana, bro. Onana, like
it's getting worse, mate. I think he needs to be pulled out the firing line.
No. I don't think so, man.
Keep playing him.
I'll keep playing him. Maybe if he was to be able, if he was to be taken out of the firing line, this was the game to take him out. I'm not ready to sell him out or like hang him out to dry,
right?
Because he is not playing against our best back four.
Right.
Right. That said, That said, what transpired today is unacceptable, bro.
It is.
Unacceptable. You're not like, I don't think I'm gonna give Onana the same leverage or the same chance that De Gea got when he first got to United, because he was a young goalkeeper.
Right.
Onana is a seasoned,
He's European
he's a Champions League final,
finalist.
bro. You don't get over there if you're not a mature goalkeeper. And I think maybe he needs to just get his head right. Onana, he seems like the kind that is not gonna soak. So hopefully you just get back to it, man. This is it. Like, this is it. This is United. Like, you have to learn how to recover from these.
Quick.
Right? So yeah, you have to. Because like, we're not gonna drop him if we had Arsenal this weekend. We're not gonna drop him if we had City this weekend. So he's got to be able to recover quickly. All right. So that's how it is.
Bemsy, the controversial one. I saw your comments through the chat. You know, there was excitement. You were happy. Ratchet made that good cross, and Rasmus, you were on a roll. Then the lights went out.
Mm-hmm. And just like I said, I said we weren't gonna win this game. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's not that I want United to lose. I don't ever want United to lose. I always want United to win. But when you've seen something consistently,
right,
and it's like you're doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, right? I'm at the point now where I've seen the same performances and I know what to expect.
right.
It was we played well today. We played well today, but for some reason we couldn't win. And there is a mentality issue with that team. Every time we score, they concede right back. That tells me that the team is not mentally strong. The team loses their focus because they scored. Their mind is we scored. But then they fail to
Like they switch off.
They switch off. They fail to go back to the basics and start thinking of, what if I leave this position and this player right there gets the ball? They're not thinking of, okay, let's take that. Let's go back.
Proactive,
defend.
they're reactive.
Too reactive. But then again, I mean, how was that? I'm very, very sure that the manager and the coaching staff would have told them, once you score a goal or you concede a goal, make sure you think back to, and say, okay, yeah, we scored now, we conceded. We have to make sure that we close the gaps. We have to make sure that we don't allow them come back at us. And anyway, I'm sure the coaching staff tells these players. I mean, it's sad, man. When you look at the individual performances, I mean, a lot of players performed okay today. Delo was poor. I can't believe that he would allow that ball bounce 3 times, and not even get a header on that ball. Zaha is just having a good day. It's his first Champions League game. He's feeling good. And we gave him the opportunity at Old Trafford. That was really sad.
Bro, man.
At our home.
Listen, wait a minute. During the interview, he said he wasn't bothered.
Yeah, he said so, yeah. He said he wasn't bothered.
Are you serious, man?
He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't. He did say that. He said, because they asked him.
Bought him from Crystal Palace under Ferguson and loaned him back to Crystal Palace. Then Moyes now sold him.
Yeah.
He was really upset, and
they asked him, "Are you bothered about the way things went United?" He said he's not bothered, and he came and scored today.
Yeah.
For
Crystal Palace has always scored against us when Crystal Palace anyway. So this was just on a bigger platform.
No. Zaha has always been a problem, bro.
No, he's a very
Whenever we played Crystal Palace,
it
was never a good time.
He's so talented. It's just unfortunate he's playing for a small club. It's just like how Okocha is that talented, but ended up playing for Bolton. He never played for LA. This is Zaha's first time playing in Champions League. He's been in Crystal Palace all his life. So
Yeah,
this is
pretty
to
much.
him is like this. He should have been playing for a topper team, a better
By
team
now, yeah.
by now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
But
deserves
they
to be
say
playing
it's
the
never
Champions
too
League.
late. It's never too late.
Yeah, he deserves to play in the Champions League. It just hurts that he came back and did that to us. I mean, and then Tim asked the question, "Oh, is Zaha a better footballer than Rashford?" And I see people,
Yes, he
yeah,
is.
He is though.
in
He
that,
is. When you look at everything
and
in a football are complete.
and I see people in the Houston Red Army group saying, "Come on, why are you asking that question?"
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna say this today. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna call out people from the Houston Red Army. I'm sorry. I question a lot of people's knowledge about the game in that group. I question if they really truly watch the game very well. I'm sorry. I have to say this because some of the comments that come out of that group makes me it just it's I mean, I'm just flabbergasted, man. I don't know what to say. Like is it they're so brainwashed by United. Oh, Rashford going down the wing. Oh, Rashford scores because Rashford scored 30 goals last season. Oh, he's our savior. Oh, he's our Jesus Christ. Oh, Rashford cannot make a mistake. Oh, Rashford. Well, who would you play in place of Rashford? Come on, Rashford is not God. And I mean, Rashford, yes, he's a good football player, but there are a lot of other players on this planet that can that, that can compete against Rashford equally. Not because I mean, Rashford is just so lucky that he
To
plays for
be in Manchester
United.
United.
He's just so lucky that he took his chance
He-
when he was 18 years old. He is lucky. And I'm telling you guys, Houston Red Army, listen to me. He is lucky. He will not get into a lot of teams. I am very sure about that. I can bet anything on it. Let Rashford leave United and let's see what happens. Let him leave. Let him leave. I can put anything on it. I'm
Like
tired. I'm
one good way to really think about it is look at the top five, right? Does Rashford replace anybody in the top anybody's front three in the top five? Does he
no,
replace anybody at City?
Not
no,
really.
Does he
no,
replace anybody at Liverpool?
nope.
No.
Does he replace anybody? Well,
Arsenal.
he could probably get into Chelsea. He could
This
probably
this
get into
this
Chelsea.
Chelsea team currently, bro.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
Chelsea
this
team
just
he
team
can get
currently,
into.
And
yes.
because of
Yeah.
his status
Yeah.
as a
I mean,
good player
I'll put it this way, right?
United, probably could get to
I
Chelsea.
would take Matoma. Matoma-san, I would
Oh
take him over
yeah. I'll take
Rashford
Matoma. I'll
any
take
day
Matoma.
right now. Clean.
Yeah.
I'll take him
Yeah.
over Rashford easily. I mean, if you start to think of you start to think of other wingers now. I mean, Spurs. Uh, uh, I mean, it's just ridiculous. The ass kissing of this player.
Martinelli. I'll take Martinelli over Rashford
I'll
right
take
now.
Martinelli over Rashford right now. I'll take Saka over
Um,
Rashford easily. There's
oh,
so
easily.
many.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, right? There's so many players that would take over Rashford right now, but they kiss his ass so much, like he can't. He can't. I mean, I'll say today. I'm not talking about today's before. Today, today's
Today he
performance,
was decent.
in my opinion,
He
it was
was
Yeah.
all
decent.
right today
He was
compared
It
decent.
to
was
He was
decent.
decent.
compared to weekend.
I want to see more
Play.
of that.
Yes, I want to see more
I
of that.
want to see.
But there was
I
that
want
other
to
chance
see.
he had
Yeah.
that he should have just shot. He now passed the ball in
No,
between
no,
two
no, no, no,
players.
no, 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 no.
Right.
I'm gonna say this in fairness to Rashford because I'm one of those that complains about Rashford's decision making.
But
I will say
he had the better
today
view on goal
the best decision.
diagonally than left.
No. The bet I think either or the good passing, laying it off, or shooting, either one was okay. I think he should not.
But
I
nothing
think he did
happened.
not
The
make
pass went past the
the
player.
that
What
was
two?
the thing. The thing he did was he passed the like he didn't pass it correctly. He passed it behind
But he was
Bruno.
Okay.
playing at an angle. He
But the
might as
decision
well
was
just shot.
okay. The decision to pass was okay.
The
Now, if
decision
you
to pass was okay.
it was okay. I'm
But
totally
the
But
fine with the
pass
decision
did
to
not
pass.
connect.
But the thing about it is that that does happen though.
Okay.
Sometimes
wait,
it's
so
it
okay.
it
If this
happens.
was, I understand if this was soccer, right? Somebody that we know is an unselfish player. But Rashford is one of the most selfish players on this team.
Yeah.
And we've seen him take shots with double, triple, quadruple coverage. Not to even talk about the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, if you look at the replay, the goalkeeper was cheating to the near post.
Yeah, he was.
This was just
expecting a shot from Rashford.
All he had to do was just place it to the far post. That's all he had to do. Like, as a matter of fact, if he had placed it to the far post, right?
That's goal number.
Bruno probably would have been able to get to it anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, but I think no.
This is poor decision
making.
No. I'll say this though. He could have shot. I totally agree. But again, this is a player that is not playing with confidence. That right there shows a player that's playing with low confidence. I would say that because Rashford from last season takes that shot and he scores.
100%.
No argument. He takes that shot 9 times out of 10
confidence.
And he scores.
Right.
Because he scored from those positions last season.
I have a little theory about that.
Read out. Let me go over these stats for today and see how United have 56 possession to Galatasaray has 45. United had 16 shots in total. Galatasaray had 15. United had 5 on target. Galatasaray had 4 on target. So it was even in terms of attack.
Wow. I didn't know it was that
right?
even.
United
didn't look that even.
5 off target. Galatasaray had 7 off target. United had 6 shots blocked. Galatasaray had 4 blocked. United had 75% completion passing. Galatasaray had 70% possession. United had 9 corner kicks. And the problem of having these corner kicks, they don't yield nothing. Nothing comes out from corner kicks. We had 12 on Saturday, nothing. Galatasaray had 3 corner kicks. 4 United caught offside 4 times. United had 1. United committed 13 fouls. Galatasaray considered 16 fouls. United had 1 yellow card. They had 3. We had 1 red. But
listen.
The problem there is
the refereeing in these kind of games. I'm sorry. Of course, I understand this is a Manchester United channel. We are hardcore fans. We are biased. I understand that.
Right.
But referees, man, have got to understand. The referees control the game today, man. Because there ain't no way they had Galatasaray, their right back, the Dreader, right?
Right.
Bro, that guy, he should have had a yellow card at least by the 40th minute.
Yeah.
The way Dalot having an early yellow card, the way that affected our team, that's how that should have affected it. It just feels like we are fighting so many battles right now, man. So many battles. Because we're not getting some of these, like, Rashford was getting fouled, man.
We're not getting the rub of the green in terms of refereeing decisions, ball not going in, unlucky decisions. It's a whole catalogue of issues. Don't even think about the injuries piled up and still piling up. So we're gonna go quickly through the goals. United scored a beautiful first goal. That pass from Casemiro was beautiful. Straight to Rashford. It was like, here you go, deliver that letter, and we thought, that is the Rashford we've all been expecting. Beautiful goal. But within 6 minutes, ball bouncing, Dalot, Zaha, Varane should have helped out, stood there, boom, 1-1. Same routine, goal number 2. I thought Rasmus did a beautiful job there. You can't ask more from your centre forward. There's nothing you can ask for him. 4 minutes later, 4 minutes later, we can see the second goal. And you ask yourself, what the fuck? Like you guys just said, the focus, the concentration. I think these guys need to be evaluated psychologically for the attention span. Because I think this guy's attention span is so bad that they get bamboozled like, oh, have we scored? Okay, let's carry on. But they don't see, like, manage the fucking game. Manage the game. You're at home, everybody's with you.
But these things were not happening last season, though. A lot of these players are the same players.
Right. So is it they can't handle the pressure?
No, I saw this last season, man.
I saw this last season.
No, this is a virus.
But
it's
a
virus. Sometimes it gets moved around. Sometimes one player gets healed, right? It moves around, right? And then sometimes the player gets infected again, right? That's happened. Like Montiel, Montiel, it's like United COVID. You know those guys that just can't stop getting COVID. I don't know who they'll get the vaccine, but they're still getting COVID.
Right.
That's like it just passes around this team. I don't know what needs to happen to relinquish us of this.
No, but what I'm saying is that I don't think
Bems, this is a question for you, Bems.
it didn't happen because
Ask Bems about Casemiro. So they want you to tell them what they thought about Casemiro. Should he have dived right in there?
Who asked
Considering
this
he was on a
question? Who's
yellow
asking this
card?
question?
It's a someone from the WhatsApp chat from one of my channels I follow. He said,
Okay.
ask the people because they know you. So it's like, what they want to see your opinion on how Casemiro should have reacted. Should he have dived in, conceded the goal? United
Okay,
had
so
time to equalize, or it did
okay,
go
so
Casemiro.
so I'll put it this way, right? Casemiro, if Casemiro should have died, he should have done what he did. I mean, Casemiro is in a tight spot, and if I'm out and if I'm in his shoes, I'm gonna be in a tight spot at that point right now, right there. Casemiro takes the decision to what's the word now?
Foul
He
the
takes
guy.
decision to foul the guy, yes, but his end goal was to stop him from scoring,
True.
right? And in that point in time, what you want to do, what you're trying to do as Casemiro is that you want to ensure that United win this. So he's going to want to do anything he can do to stop these guys from scoring. And he did what he did. In my opinion, should he have done that? I mean, I'm okay with the fact that he did that because you can
Already on a
see that.
yellow. Remember, he was already on a yellow.
I know he was on the yellow, but the thing about it is that if he doesn't do that, they score. What happens to the mentality of this team, though? What are the chances that we equalize? What?
Right.
Oh, like, I'm telling you, what is a guarantee that we go back and equalize and win
But
the
we
game?
had 10 men now. I mean, we had 11 players.
I know,
Considered
but
to
look at it.
now
But
one
look at it
player
now.
short.
But look at it now, right? Casemiro fouls the guy. He gets sent off.
Right.
They miss a penalty.
Right.
So
Takes to level.
if you ask me, Casemiro did his job.
Yeah.
He's done his job. He's ensured that they didn't score. He's off the field though, but we can still win the game with 10 men.
No,
It's possible.
it's possible.
No. It's possible.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the fact that they haven't scored that goal at that moment in time, that's all that matters.
Right.
Because you have to score one more goal than the other team to win the game.
Right.
At that point in time, the game was even. It was a draw, right?
Right.
So he fouled. He got the red card. We had 10 men. So ideally, we should at least bare minimum don't lose that game. At bare minimum, leave that game with a draw. You should be able to come out with a draw with 10 men against that team. You should be able to. So I'm sorry, Casemiro did his job. Even though, yeah, I mean, he got the red card. He put his team at risk, but it actually worked out for him in his decision because they didn't score from the PK, and we should have not lost that game, regardless of Casemiro getting the red card.
Right.
The fact that we lost the game has nothing to do with Casemiro getting the red card. It has all to do with the remaining players on the pitch that could not execute.
Joe.
So I'm okay with his decision.
The fact that we didn't win the game could have been attributed to Casemiro because we were down a man, so it would have been difficult to go forward.
Yes.
But the reason why we lost the game is not because of Casemiro. And the thing about it is, it's again another one of those unlucky situations.
Should Onana have passed to Casemiro?
I'm about to show you something right now. It's unfortunate, but the forward for Galatasaray played it perfectly.
Yeah.
This is Casemiro already on his way down, right? You see the ball? The ball is heading in a completely opposite direction.
Yeah.
He, as a professional footballer,
leaned back, shielded.
He leaned back and put himself in the position for Casemiro, who was already falling, to just all he had to do is just hang out there, and the guy got contact. So I don't even think it was like a ridiculously harsh foul, because we've seen Casemiro make that same play, but in the other cases, the striker or the forward or whoever the opponent actually took the shot, and Casemiro ended up blocking this shot. So the guy, hey, well played. Fair play to him. He did what he needed to do. He got the penalty, but it's like Ben said, yes, that should not have been the reason why we lost this game today. It is like, as a matter of fact, we had chances that were
I
so
was
close.
coming to
We
ask you
actually
that, Joe. Do
we
you think
should have won
United
this game
chances in
before
the
the
first
penalty.
half? Do you think United wasted more opportunity in the first half? Do you think that United should have gone into the first half
That
like
Rashford's square pass to Bruno should have been a goal.
That should have been a goal, man. That's listen, that's why I'm not. I know, I get it, man. We're United and we're supposed to be in these tournaments. We're supposed to be, but we like like
but
we
the
have
players are
never
not you're
lived.
mentally not ready.
Listen. We have never, the whole Disney mentality has never been in the ethos of Manchester United.
Yep.
Our teams that have persevered and have won titles, these guys are some of the roughest and toughest mental gods that have ever played in the British Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Why would we expect anything less to get us back to glory? And I think a lot of times we get into this idea that we can get to glory with mediocrity. And there's a lot of mediocrity in this team, man.
There is.
Yep. Yep.
You're saying United wasted chances that should have been scored. Bruno had a few chances. I think there was a beautiful pass that Mount made for him. He shot it wide. United had enough chances to win that game.
Yeah. We had
chances.
chances. We just didn't. There was an opportunity in the first couple minutes of that game where I think it was Rashford. Man, Rashford played okay today, man. He made some crosses into the box.
He actually did. That's why I'm not.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad. Like, honestly, if we played the same way we played today over the weekend, bro, we're winning. If we just played the same way and dominate the game the same way, we just gotta finish our food. It's automatically giving us 75% win rate in most of our games. I'm just saying.
Let me go to Amrabat, Bems. Amrabat today. Your take.
I mean,
you seem to be struggling there, bro.
No, come on, man. Come on, guys. Amrabat is not a left back.
We know that.
I
know that.
So what else? Man. What else do you expect from a player that's a midfielder playing in left back? What do fans expect? You expect Amrabat to be Luke Shaw? Like, come on, man. Let's be real out here. I don't know what fans expect, man. Like, fans are so, they're so, I don't know.
Fickle.
Yeah, so fickle, man. It's irritating me. Irritates me. Big time.
It's almost like a FIFA mentality. Like,
yeah,
like you have these players, like, you don't understand. These guys, right? Like, we go out and we play football with our friends, shoot the shit. The stuff we did in college, the stuff we did in high school, in grade school, that pales in comparison with what these guys are. Fine-tuned machines. And a lot of these guys have perfected their art in certain positions. Someone like Anthony, it's the right winger position where he is dead everywhere else, right? Because he doesn't have he's missing a leg. So to think that you could just pick up a play and think, oh, he's aggressive in the midfield, he does this in the midfield, why doesn't he just apply? Like, your vision, even your vision of the pitch is completely different. The way you pass is completely. You can't make the same kind of pass that you make as a midfielder. You can't take the same kind of risks as a midfielder. And I honestly think like he's doing a decent job. We are missing three left backs. It's wild. It's wild, and
it really
this
is.
goes to show a lot of the people that think, oh, maybe Martinez should play defense should have played defensive midfielder before Amrabat came in. This was what we're talking about. It's like you think that you see something that Ten Hag doesn't when this dude played with him. He actually played him in that position, and he has chosen not to play him at Manchester United. But you okay, obviously, yeah, because you watch Ajax, and you know more than Ten Hag. So let's whatever.
I think with Amrabat, man, I think
He's had a rocky start.
he's at the rocky start, but again, it's not fair to
It's not fair. It's not fair.
to just like count him out just because he played left back when his best position is midfield. He doesn't have the pace to play that position. His positioning sometimes is off. He goes tight when he shouldn't really be going tight
onside.
because he played that guy on onside. Clearly, if he's a truly
Defender.
a fullback defender, he won't do that. So he's gonna make mistakes.
That.
But I'm gonna say, but he's not. But he's at the end of the day, right? The rest of the team in the attack, rest of the team should have finished their food. They should have scored. They should have kept scoring.
Yes,
so like that's like, I mean, Ten Hag, like what else can Ten Hag do? I do agree. Ten Hag should have, ideally, he should have just played Maguire or Evans in one of those center back positions.
Center, then move Lindelof to the right and
bring Delot at left back. Bring Delot at left back. Put Lindelof at right back. I do agree that. But I'm gonna say this. Right. If Ten Hag had done that, and there is a chance that we could have still lost the game because Maguire doesn't have the pace. Johnny Evans doesn't have the pace either. So there is a chance that we could have still conceded similar goals, and we would have still possibly lost the game.
With Amrabat sitting with Casemiro in front of them, you sure we would have still lost the game?
I'm not saying we definitely would have. There's also a chance that we could have still lost the game. There's no guarantee. Right? There is no guarantee we would have won the game with Maguire playing or Evans playing.
We have watched Maguire concede goals with better midfields. We've watched Maguire concede goals with Paul Pogba in the midfield. Right? There's no Maguire's here to save us. There's no Evans is here. Like, I'm starting to see like a weird little narrative. Like, yo, Evans, he's doing a little good. No, guys. Evans is a emergency break glass situation, man. Evans should only be on the pitch if Martinez, Varane, Lindelof, Shaw are not available to play the center back position. That's the only time, man.
Right. Let's jump to Onana. Let me go, Joe. Onana today.
Hey, as a card carrying member of the now justified David De Gea fan club, I feel for Onana. Because I feel like he's been brought into a team to play a certain way, and because we are not doing that, he's getting exposed for his shortcomings. That does not excuse the blunder today at all. That's something I would never expect from any professional goalkeeper. I'm not talking about Premier League, League One, Championship. Like, this is Like I wouldn't expect a blunder like that from five-a-side. Like there's no level that excuses that, right? There's no level,
Right.
right? With that said, he is unfortunately another one of these kind of Manchester United personnel blunders where we want to play a certain way, and it kind of feels like we're putting the cart before the horse. It's kind of like the same thing with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo was supposed to come to a team that was already set, and he was supposed to be a cherry on the top, right?
Yeah.
And Onana was supposed to come into a team that already was Ten Hag had clicking on that style of play. And because we have no idea, we don't even know who's going to be our back four next week. So Onana, he's gonna constantly get be to be exposed because his shot blocking ability is always going to be compared to De Gea, and nobody that there's a very small list of individuals on this planet that can go up against De Gea's record.
I think
So
the only one who would be
it is what it
close
is.
would have been Courtois from Real Madrid.
I was about to say that
Yeah.
name. Courtois is the only one. No one else.
He was a good shotstopper, especially that Champions League final against Liverpool. But
Oh yeah.
Bems,
Yep.
Onana to you for Onana today. That pass because he got. If you remember, he passed the ball to Amrabat. Amrabat passed it back. He passed it to Casemiro, and Casemiro. I don't think Casemiro didn't get the ball. I don't know
It was
if
a
it was.
weak. It just
It
was
was.
a. It was a weak pass.
It was a weak
It
pass.
was.
It
It
was a weak pass.
reminded me of the Sevilla debacle when Maguire
Yeah.
and De Gea fumbled that one and got us kicked out of Europa last season.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so replica. It was a poor pass from Onana, and the people are saying a guy who they brought for passing that was pathetic. Now take us through after that. The third goal, people blame him. He didn't do enough for the third goal. He went. People say he went down too early, but the defense just allowed that guy. Talk us through the third goal.
The third goal.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. The third goal that
he can't the
Yeah.
squad.
I mean, the third goal was just. I mean, again, it's the team. The team. The team were not concentrating. The team were not focused. They they. I mean, there was a lot of things that went wrong. It was pretty much ball watching, really.
Literally,
That third goal that
literally.
yeah, it was pretty much ball watching, and ball watching and schoolboy defending, and obviously at that point in time, uh, uh um I mean I could say a whole bunch of players. I see Lindelof, Varane
They were
were
just
not
standing there.
focusing. They were out of position. They were just not. Is it just standing? And then Amrabat clearly played that attacker on side.
I
And
know, right?
then and all the way back to Onana. Onana's positioning. I mean, I think he went down a little bit too early. He could have stayed up a little bit longer. He could have saved that ball. He could have at least had a tap on it that would have deflected it and it would probably gone for a corner or something. Um, but yeah, I mean, when it comes to Onana, man, I mean, this is the same. This is the same.
No.
This is a goalkeeper. I mean, that the fans were crying for last season. Oh, De Gea, get De Gea out of my club. De Gea, he's making too many mistakes. Oh, this, and that. De Gea, this, De Gea, that. Now you have a ball playing goalkeeper, man. I knew that getting Onana. I knew there is no way Onana would just light the world on fire his first season. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I knew. I'm not saying Onana is not gonna turn good, but
It will take time.
I knew he would make mistakes. Guaranteed. No one's perfect. I knew he would make mistakes. Today was one of those days where he made, and we couldn't afford that mistake, but it was bound to happen. Yes, he hasn't started the season well, but I mean, he made he hasn't he's not been good to be. I mean, but that doesn't mean he's a bad goalkeeper. And again, this is what the fans were crying about. Now they're saying, "Oh, they're complaining about Nana now? Now they want a new goalkeeper now." I mean, it's so it comes. That's why I say about the fans. The fans are so fickle, man. Like I said, I mean, it's ridiculous. Ten Hag this, Ten Hag cannot manage big players. Well, you had Mourinho, who has managed big players in the past. He had big players in this squad when he was there, but he still got the sack. Now Eric Ten Hag he can't manage big players. But last season, I remember when he dealt with the Cristiano Ronaldo situation, a lot of people said he had to do what he had to do, and he handled it well. And they weren't complaining when we getting third position, winning the trophy. They didn't complain then, but now because results are going south. Oh, Eric Ten Hag is not good enough for this position. Eric Ten Hag, this. Where were y'all? Where were y'all's mouths last season? Nowhere. Zero.
I have a question for Ben.
Go on.
Yeah.
All those people that were crying about Ten Hag not being able to manage big players, right? When we were down today, or we were looking like we needed a change, right? I know there's a particular big player that's been on the outs with Ten Hag. Was anybody looking for him? Did this game need him?
Good question.
Or were we ready to get somebody that just came, just got off the plane from Rio de Janeiro? Like this game, I would have rather seen him fresh. I would have rather risk injury. And you know what? I don't even rate Anthony like that much. I feel like his ceiling is so much higher if you just made certain changes to the game. But
I think with Rashford's there now, I think Anthony will now maybe he will now look for something to aim for or cross or shoot for. And even
with that dead leg, what's he gonna aim for with that dead leg?
But when he does shoot and the keeper parries it, Rasmus can follow up. We needed that kind of 6-yard predatory person.
Listen, no, wait. But 80% of Anthony's shots
is cut in a shoot.
Goes to the handicap section. So, like, what kind of rebound? No. Anthony needs to stop taking those shots. That's no. Point blank. Stop taking those shots. Go out to the wing and work on your right leg. That pass that Rashford made. We need Anthony making those passes.
Right.
We need Anthony making those passes.
The only way
Anthony to do some cutbacks.
The only way you get Anthony doing that is you play Anthony on the left side, and you play Rashford on the right side. That's the only way if you want to get crosses consistently, because they both, if you play them, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing about so certain games, right? It's just the way you deploy your team.
During games they interchange.
Exactly.
In those days, the wingers change. Sometimes you see Cristiano go right. So the players have to be intelligent. But it seems these guys aren't that kind of.
It's exactly, Tim.
Like our wingers are ambidextrous. They only have one leg.
But the thing about it is that, right? Rashford. He can use Rashford can use his left leg. He's done it a few times. In fact, he's done it. He's better at his left leg than Anthony is with his right leg. To be fair.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah. It's just
that's a low bar, but I'll give him that.
So now, after United have got no points, conceded 7 goals in 2 games, bottom of the table, have a minus deficit in Champions League. From what you see now, United have to go to Turkey, have to play Bayern Munich at this same Old Trafford, and beat Copenhagen twice. Is this feasible?
Nope.
James?
Nope. We're out.
Yeah, wow.
Joe?
I can say this right now. I'll be shocked if we get past this group.
And to be honest, like I said, man, I want this team to be able to improve without the pressure.
So you
this
want
team
to
mentally,
domestically?
Yes, this team mentally are unable to deal with the pressure. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but we need to get out of some of these tournaments that like apply pressure to this team. We need to concentrate on, for one, we need to concentrate on the league, right? Because
or maybe a cup, right? The league, or maybe a
So
cup.
you're literally saying
Because
just beat
right,
Chelsea for this season. Just face the locals. Just local domestics. No traveling
no,
out
I would
of
say,
just everything within UK. No traveling anywhere.
yeah, man. To be honest, yeah, because
I
we need to not be traveling all over the place. Like I it sucks that we leave. The worst thing about getting kicked out of the Champions League is that now we have to go play in Kazakhstan on Thursday, and then have to play Brentford on fucking Sunday. No,
But you got to understand, Man United is a global entity, and being in the Champions League is business. Champions League money, great gate revenue, good nights like this, nights like this. That
revenue,
was,
the
but that is
revenue
no,
is
yeah,
of
yeah.
no
that is
use.
what the
Look,
club is. That is what the club has been about.
We don't use revenue for
li-
anything though.
listen, Tim. You're lucky I'm not the host of this because I would have changed your name to Tim Glazer. That kind of talk, man.
I'm just telling you
That kind
what
of
it
talk.
is. Man
That's
United
no,
are
no. That's what
Champions League material, but
By the
currently
way,
are not playing like
we're
Champions
not.
League material.
by the
Understand
way,
my point?
you know I'm Glazers in, right? I'm Glazers in now. Yeah, Glazers
Why?
in.
Why?
No, I changed the Glazers in because the fans are so fickle. The fans don't know what they want. The fans are confused. The fans want, I mean, the fans want Ten Hag sacked. What is sacking Ten Hag gonna do?
Nothing.
If you sack Ten Hag, we're gonna be right in this position. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
The only way things changes is two things. I'll put it this way, fans, you just better pray that the Glazers have a sudden change of mind, change of heart. Just pray that they are blessed and touched by the Holy Spirit. They are blessed and touched,
Preach.
right? That they have a change of heart, that they decide, you know what, we need to start running this club well and getting the fans what they deserve. If that doesn't happen, because it looks like they're not going anywhere, if that doesn't happen, we are done. And I would actually I would be okay with United getting relegated. Anything negative at this point, I just want to happen to United because it's probably
Well,
hopefully it will
we could.
force the Glazers to sell because that's what we all want. But I mean, the fans clearly don't know what they want. Clearly,
Ben,
because
Joe, are you in support of what Ben is saying? That the fans are kind of delusionally confused.
I think
I
some
think the
fans are.
expectations just
I think
high.
some fans
United
are. I'm
fans
not.
expect a lot. I think that's
yeah,
what
No,
but
it
the
is.
thing is,
see the
but
thing.
the expectations
Those
are too
fans that
high.
expect a lot, yeah, and that's where we run into trouble. Manchester United and a lot of our players suffer the same expectation issues as England nationals do in the England national team. The expectation is so high, it's almost irrational at times. Where like England nationals expect the England team to go far, right? But like they won't be able to count because there've been times where England wanted on the England national team to do well, but like at the time Brazil was playing like City or Argentina was playing like PSG, you know,
Germany.
and I think we want to go back to glory so much, right? We have to understand it's like building a house, it's like remodeling a house,
Mm.
right? And there's a lot of fans that want to just put plaster over everything, over the cracks, just make it
Cannel.
look nice. As long as it looks nice, we'll be able to
Yeah.
continue showing up, right? But in actuality, there's foundational rot that needs to be fixed. And these things to fix foundational rot, these things take time.
Right.
And we have to, and right now we have a situation where we are hiring people to remodel this house, but every 6 months or every 2 years, we sack them and we get somebody else. And
get
then
new
that somebody else
contractors.
has a different design on how to remodel. That person
That's a
has a
good
different set of
analogy.
workers. You know, that person has a different set of workers, different architects, you know? So we try, but like there's still foundational changes that the last guy did that he's not allowed to change. Maguire, Rashford, they're like foundational things. Scott McTominay, not only one, their foundational changes that are still there. Two, you can't even remove those foundational rots, even if you wanted to. So this is like, it's so much to deal with. We haven't even talked about the legal issues, bro.
Right.
Our legal issues, like as far as like legal issues, is Manchester United and fucking Donald Trump. We got like indictments out the west, and we're like all over the place. So I don't. It's such a mountain.
Today, you guys have both said this is the beginning and the end of our journey in Champions League. That is now Europa League.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
You both agree you can't see United going to Turkey get a result. You can't see them beating Bayern Munich at Old Trafford, and you can't see them beating Copenhagen twice.
No, not happening. We just need we will need a miracle for that to happen.
Yo, Tim, you need to clip what you just said and just replay it over.
It's a question, mate. Oh yeah.
Question. This is like. Do you understand what needs to happen in order for that to happen?
Of course.
Like, I have more confidence that we'll get visited by aliens tomorrow. Like, they'll show up at the Empire State Building, right? Than for us to get out of this group.
I'll put it this way, right? In my opinion, I think the only chance we get out of this group is if there's an announcement that Qatar is taking over this club within the next week or two. If that announcement takes place, there's a chance. The reason why I say so is because that will ignite something in those players.
Right. So is Ten Hag's job currently safe? If you're not getting knocked out of the Champions League now, how safe? And the results start to continually be bad in the Premier League. How safe? Is he gone by Christmas?
Before.
Wow.
I don't think he'll be gone before Christmas.
It's unfortunate. I don't care. There is no result. There is no form. There is no string of form. Like, unless like the only thing that would really make me turn on Ten Hag would be like to get slapped by our rivals. Tottenham, Arsenal, City.
Like, you mean heavy pounding, like being pumped?
Yeah.
Like, let's City hit us for 8-0. Maybe over.
8-0? Nah. Immediate sack. Because at 4-0, you should have parked the bus. At 4-0, I need you to park the bus.
8-0 with 9 men, 2 players sent off.
You can come back from a 4-0. You can't come back from an 8. And I know the
7-0. We got beat by Liverpool 7 last season.
7-0 did happen, but like that happened once, and I would hope that he would never allow that to happen again. Right?
Yes. But people, I do understand sometimes, but I feel, is it Ten Hag's fault that the players are not focusing and not concentrating? He's not playing the field with them. He tells them what to do. But how these guys collectively just switch off so quick, back-to-back games?
Yeah,
I think they need a psychologist or someone a hypnotist to hypnotize them and go into the inner thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What is going on? Game manage the match.
I don't know if they need to hire all these. Evaluation. They need to hire all these like motivational speakers. Just be like, I just don't understand why these guys all over the sudden, like, because you went through academy, you went through the junior team, you went through this, the under 21s, right? In none of those levels is it acceptable for you to just check out randomly during the game? So why are you doing it at the biggest fucking club at the highest fucking levels? I don't understand. This would not have been acceptable for Luke Shaw at Southampton. You know what I mean? All these teams, wherever they came through from, this would like the reason why we got a lot of these plays is because they were able to be on it for the entire 90 minutes. Nobody like are we buying are we saying that we're buying players that are known to just disappear in the middle of the game? No. So they've proven that they have this ability, but for whatever reason, they come to this club, and all of a sudden, I don't understand this. I am trying. This needs to be like an unsolved mysteries, like that 90 show. I don't know if you guys had that in the UK.
Disappears. Yeah, they
Like
did have something.
Unsolved mysteries, like Manchester United. They've spent over $1 billion. Like they were up 2-1, but for whatever reason, they just can't stop conceding less than 15 minutes. Like I don't understand what's going on.
It's game management. I feel.
Is
and if you
it
notice, they seem to panic more at home. Like we just talked about this on the pod on Sunday. They seem to be under more pressure at Fortress Old Trafford. It's like the people around you are with you, but it's like they're more scared when they play Old Trafford. It's like they're scared not to make a mistake. They're scared not to, I don't want the fans to boo me. It's like, so they doubt themselves, so they double think a decision. That should have been.
Okay, I'm going to say, like, with the way we were playing today, I saw a lot of players make attempts and I saw a lot of players make successful attempts at higher level passes.
Right.
That I have not seen this season.
Right.
Those kind of passes are the kind of passes that speed up the game.
Yes.
One of our main issues is that, like, by the time we get set, by the time we get ready to attack, the other team's already set, locked in. So I saw a lot of that, a lot of variety in the passes. Bro, we played good today. We played good. It's unfortunate that like the two best games that we've had have been gut-wrenching losses, man. Gut-wrenching, bro. Listen, that Arsenal game almost ended me, man. Yo.
I thought Rasmus, that second goal, I think he showed that potential right there. That was really good from him when he ran that guy. It's like, catch me if you can. He was done. That guy was just chasing smoke, and he just placed it. A real striker just reminded me of Van Nistelrooy. Just here you go.
Tipped it. Just have some of that. It was class. It was class. Even the one that was caught off for offsides, that was class too. Composure, that was good too. I want to see just feed the kid, man. He didn't deserve to go to losing side today. He didn't. He did not, man. It did not. It's like, again, it's 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. FC, man. Like Bems have said that he had not seen this kind. Like, bro, we've seen this before. It's just that we've always had, like in the past, we've had guys that rescue us out of it.
That's those moments of brilliance.
We've been able to recover from this mentality because of moments of brilliance. That year when Bruno came in, boom. His moments of brilliance was able to cover over a lot of cracks. When Zlatan was here, the same thing. When Cristiano was here, the same thing. But when those moments of brilliance dry up, because these are professional footballers, and managers are going to watch tape and they're going to adjust. They're going to see how this guy scores his goals. And they're going to make sure that this guy is no longer going to be in a position to score those goals. That's why shit dried up with Cristiano Ronaldo. So the mentality is, I don't know who we need. like for whatever thing, for whatever reason, for whoever we need, why is it that we're the only team that does not deserve a disciplinarian at our club for a manager?
Exactly.
As soon as our managers start disciplining players, we start talking about, oh no, he's being too harsh. You know, I don't understand. Like,
No,
I'm hearing
I'm hearing fans say, "Oh, he hasn't achieved anything yet to be making these kind of harsh decisions." I'm thinking like, what the hell? He's the manager. He should have the final say, regardless.
the people that talk like that. I'm gonna tell you something right now. The people that talk like that have never been in leadership.
It is what it is.
The people
that
can you imagine? Can you imagine being promoted, right? And then choosing to not enact your authority because you haven't been at the job. No, you now have the authority.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to enact like that. That's
what you're the right act. 100%.
I mean, what are you talking about? So the people that talk like that, I don't know who those people are.
Right.
Those are the people. Like, I know what good leadership means. I know what good leadership is. You can be in a shitty situation, but still have good leadership.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
I was in a military unit, right? I hated life every day. I got up and went to formation, but you know what? My leadership. Guess who I felt cool going to war with? Because I know those guys ain't gonna they will never stop. And they will never stop doing what they do to the top level. And they will never stop turning around and making sure I do and perform at the top level. And if you're the type of individual that are unwilling to dedicate yourself to that, people that do that in your organization will be threatening to you. So you'll try to come up with other reasons to justify your behavior. Oh, he shouldn't have talked to me like that. He shouldn't have said that in public.
It's a culture of lack of leadership. When a new leadership comes, they're like, is he talking to me? What the hell? No, I'm not.
It's insane.
It is what it is.
It's insane.
Benz, Eric Ten Hag today, what are you grading him? You're gonna close us out. Eric Ten Hag today, substitution selection and tactics today. What are you grading him? Was it all wrong for him, or you're not gonna?
It wasn't all wrong. It wasn't all wrong. I mean, the only thing I'll say is he probably should have just played. He probably should just played another center back, in place of Amrabat. So either Maguire or Evans should have came in and put Amrabat in the midfield where he should be playing. I would say that'd be the one thing that I would kind of fault him for. But again, you just never know. There could have been reasons why he didn't play Maguire,
right,
or Evans. Maybe Maguire could not play a full 90 minutes. I'm not saying that's true or not. I don't know. But you just never know. It could have been the situation, or he felt. But if you look at it this way, if we won the game today, everybody be praising him and saying, "Oh yeah, you made the right selection." So, I mean, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So that one thing I would just say is just ideally it's just best to play the actual defenders, even though you're playing them out of position in that defensive. But the deal, but I think you're better. But if you look at it though, I mean, I actually thinking about it. If you play, because he would have probably played Delo in left back and played Lindelof right back. I think Saha would have rinsed Lindelof. Saha would have rinsed Lindelof. I think Saha would have rinsed Lindelof.
I'm happy for us to just witness that full journey that you just went through. You know, like for everybody that's been saying that, you know, like there were people talking in the chat talking about we should have played 3 in the back.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
That wouldn't have worked.
Not when you have
more goals.
not when you have a lot of runners in that Galatasaray team.
No.
Nah,
Bro,
We would have been rinsed badly.
been
Icardi,
rinsed.
Zaha, with 3 in the back.
No, it would have been rinsed. They would have scored. They would have probably beat us by 5 goals at least.
That would have been wrong. So
I wouldn't try 3 in the back on FIFA. What? Like, I don't even understand these guys that even think like this. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it.
But
You
if Anthony was fitter, I believe he would have helped on that right wing to help. He would have helped the right back with Zaha because he does help defense. That was what is also good on his game. I don't know if Rashford was helping Zaha. I don't think he helped enough because Zaha he's a good player. He was torturing the lower look quite a few times. But if you had double teamed him, he would not have had so much space. You see what I mean?
Listen, you know what was the messed up part about the goal we conceded with Dalot? Because you can see where initially Dalot had the better position. I think that's when what's his name just fell back a little bit. Dalot had the better position. All he had to do was just Varane just eased off a little bit. It's like, oh, he got it. But then he just let the ball bounce, and then the ball bounced again. And then now they're struggling for the ball. It was like, oh shit, he lost possession. It's like, oh, you let him take a shot? It's like, and then like it bounced, and then went over. Like it was just like the worst case scenario in every like
that
the
was
worst
6
decision.
minutes after United's first goal.
Listen, this is why. This is why, like to me personally, I don't blame Eric Ten Hag that much for this game, because there were large sections of this game where we weren't conceding. So our defensive tactics were set. We only conceded because it's mentality.
Yeah.
Because you would have to imagine you still just have to apply the same defensive tactics you've been applying the entire game where you weren't conceding.
True.
Your mentality at the time, you was either feeling yourself or you just like fell asleep. Ten Hag, how do you coach that out of an individual?
That's where
Let's talk about a team. The team did that.
Right.
You know, the team. How do you tell your team that you're paying millions of dollars to go out there and just just work for 90 minutes? Just put yourself out there. And I know that it is a physical, tasking job to play at this level.
Yeah, it is.
But that's why a lot of these guys that are here, you are physically more capable than we are.
Right.
And
they have 4 days to rectify this crap. 4 days. Brentford, I don't even know. I'm trying not to think that far ahead. I'm hoping they could get a result against Brentford. I'm really so hoping. Bams has predicted we're losing both games. 1 down. Second game, I'm just finding something to hold on to get 3 points on Saturday. The only thing I'm worried about is that Old Trafford again, where these guys tend to crumble under the pressure. I just don't. And if Brentford score first, oh Jesus! And I'm trying to be optimistic.
We're definitely going to concede. I mean, Brentford will score. It's almost a guarantee. It's a matter of if we can score more than Brentford. At this point in time, it's just a matter of can we score more than the opposite team. This the way you make predictions. Look at the squad. Look at the team you're playing against. Look at the team that United is playing against. If that team is known for scoring a lot of goals, we won't win. If that team doesn't,
Brentford has struggled this season. They've struggled, and they're probably watching this game like, okay, put pressure on Amrabat to that left back. He'll probably make a mistake.
I don't think you. I don't think. I'll be shocked if I'll be shocked if Ten Hag plays Amrabat at left back next game. I'll be shocked.
Last words, Brentford quickly.
If Reguilon is, I mean, he didn't play this last game because of a knock. So if he's available, I would imagine Reguilon plays. Amrabat needs to replace Mount. I don't want to see Mount. I'm just not. I'm not.
To be fair,
He
for
played well
me,
today. I thought
I
he
think
played
he.
well.
I think. See,
He's okay.
the thing is, I think Mount played well. I mean, there are a lot of players that played okay today. In my
Yeah.
opinion, there are a lot of players play well.
It's just this
It's just
individual
see
lack of
individual.
awareness.
Yeah, individual lack
Yeah.
of is in silly
Oh,
mistakes.
Yeah.
The low silly mistake.
Still a mistake.
Silly. If the low defended that ball properly, we don't concede.
Right.
I'll give you another situation.
Then the Onana
Radford
one.
played well. Radford just lays that
Wrong
ball off
decision.
properly. It's not a wrong decision.
Or scores.
It was
or
a bad.
scores.
It's a bad pass. So
What was
I
the
mean,
better decision?
Huh?
The pass
The better decision.
or to
A
score?
confident Radford would have shot.
I put it this way. To be fair, the
As
best
a forward
decision
now.
he made. The best decision he made. No, forget being a forward, right? The best decision was the pass. The reason why I say so, because Bruno was in the best position. It was it was an open net for Bruno.
Right.
Because if
That's
Radford,
probably a guarantee Bruno
Yeah.
would have scuffed it as well.
the chances of scoring was way higher with Bruno.
Facing the goal.
If
Then
Bruno
he
facing
coming
the
as an
goal.
angle.
Yeah, because Bruno has an open net. Radford has an angle. There's a chance that the goalkeeper gets a touch on it, or he shoots it wide, or whatever. But Bruno is just it's a tap in for Bruno.
Right.
I think the better decision was the pass.
Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. On a night United have lost their second goal in Champions League. United lying bottom of the table. I've been joined by Joe, the Soul Man, and Brens, the controversial one. They both said United are on their way to the Europa League. We shall find out if that journey continues to the Europa League when we play Copenhagen in 2 weeks' time. But our next game is Brentford in the Premier League at Old Trafford.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ain't that the Europa League song?
Yes. That would turn the whole season upside down because you're going to play Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. That's ridiculous. But, gentlemen,
I think I might
thank you very
boycott
much.
this one too.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we shall see you guys very soon. Glory, glory. Oh, you guys are really that sad.
Man United, let's go! Come on, let's go,
That's kind of
United!
funny.
Come on,
I'll see
we
you
feel
guys
bad,
soon.
man. We're still in here. We're still doing our thing. We still love our club, man. We
Regardless,
got some fucking mountains to climb.
100%.
We got some. We
Like
get
Dana
it.
Ross said, ain't no mountain too high, right?
This one is This is the. Woo.
Ladies in, man.
Yeah,
Ladies
this
in.
is a big one. All right.
All right, guys, take it easy. All right, guys.
All right.
Take care. All right.